Okay, I'm back. Can everybody hear me this time? I'm back, guys. Can everybody hear me? I'm sorry. It kicked me out. I thought I had it all figured out, but I don't. But that's okay because I printed it out and I was prepared for something to happen. So I'll still be able to go, dive into everything that I wanted to share with you guys. The reason I was trying to connect Zoom and Facebook together was because I was trying to use it to share my screen and it worked. And I don't know why it kicked me out, but I will figure it out at some point. So welcome back for those of you who are just joining me again. Welcome to day 4 of From Crisis to Cash Flow. I'm so excited that you guys could be here with me. Just to reiterate what I had said before, in case you guys didn't hear everything, this has been such an honor to be with you these last 3 days and to continue on today. It's been a wonderful experience for me. I hope it's been for you as well. My team has been amazing through all of this. I definitely don't want to forget to say thank you to my team today because they worked so hard on helping me get all of this together in such a quick time frame. Okay, I just went over everything that we've gone through the last couple days, so I hope you guys had a chance to listen to all that. I'm not going to waste time doing that again. So what I was trying to do before and what I was wanting to show you was I took a look at somebody that is struggling. Okay, I think we are all familiar with this restaurant. It's called the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, they just announced that 300 stores will not be able to pay their rent in April. It's okay, don't worry about it. We're having technical difficulties all over the place. It's fine, everything's fine. So they're not able to pay their rent. And I said, you know what, let me take a look. I bet you I can figure out why. Okay, so the first thing I did was I said, okay, if Cheesecake Factory was to hire me tomorrow, what would I do first? Well, first things first, I would get in there, look at their operations, just take a look at their team members. How are they working together? What systems are working? What aren't? But the biggest thing I did without even knowing all of that is I took a look at their menu. Okay. Now, I think, they're known to have the largest menu in the world. I think there's 250 menu items. It's 22 pages long, their menu, 22 pages. Okay, so I logged on and, was trying to place an order because I just wanted to see if they had adjusted anything since, the virus had come through. And they did. They went through and they said, we do have a limited menu. So I started scrolling through. Okay. They had 250 items before. Okay. Now I'm going to read. I thank God I wrote this down, huh? Just in case it didn't work. Now on their limited menu, they have 22 appetizers, 5 small plates and snacks, 6 appetizer salads, 7 different types of pizza, 2 superfoods menu items, 18 different options for a hamburger or a sandwich, 20 specialty items, 19 different pastas, 9 different options for a fish and seafood combination or by themselves, 6 factory combos, which is basically they just took 2 items and married them, 4 options in the steak and chops section, 9 sides, 7 full-size salads, 10 breakfast items, 25 desserts and cheesecakes, a whole ton of whole cheesecakes that they can buy, most of which are gigantic. They're like the 10-inch cheesecakes. 22 Skinnylicious menu items, 14 kids items, plus lunch portions, plus an entire brunch menu. So they went from 250 down to 205 menu items. I was looking it up yesterday and I went through, and it said that each chef on the line is responsible for 30 menu items themselves. It takes 4.5 weeks to train a cook on the line or a chef on the line. It takes 3 weeks to train a server. Now, I know the concept was fun to begin with, and I've been to the Cheesecake Factory, right? I've always had a good experience. I have nothing bad to say. Their cheesecake rocks, okay? And their food's good. It is good. It's consistent. It tastes great. It's homey. But maybe the 5 times I've been there in my life, do you want to know what I've ordered? The exact same thing every single time. Vanilla bean cheesecake, because it's in my opinion, it's pretty close to perfect. And the chicken and biscuits. And you want to know why? Because it reminds me of something I would have had growing up. You know, we were kind of a family, chicken and rice, you know, biscuits, cornbread, homey foods. That was kind of our jam. You know, I think if we could have had just carbs for dinner every single night, we would have. Growing up, I was responsible for a lot of the cooking. You know, my dad worked a million jobs, doing, you know, amazing work and doing everything that he could to make sure that we were taken care of, me and my brothers. And so I took over a lot of the cooking. You know, I started doing that when I was 10 years old. And one of the things that we made all the time, or that I made all the time, was like chicken and rice or some sort of chicken stew with biscuits on top. And so that's what I order every time. So that 22 menu book, I order the same thing because it's homey and I know it's going to be good. I talked to a few other people and they're like, literally, I order the exact same thing every single time I go there. So dissecting why they can't pay their rent, I said, well, you know, obviously. I went through yesterday, there was 987 ingredients they have to have on hand every single day. 7 different types of pasta noodle: fettuccine, spaghetti, penne, rigatoni, bow tie, angel hair, linguine. And to create those pasta dishes, they need 10 different sauces. So I went through and I cut it down. I said I would do 4 apps. I'd get rid of small plates and snacks completely. I would have 2 different pizza options. I would keep the superfoods. I would have 3 different sandwich or burger options, 5 specialty items, you know, a couple chickens, you know, maybe 1 beef, 1 fish, something like that. 4 different pastas, 2 fish and seafood options, 2 steak and chops options, 3 sides. The list goes on and on, okay? I came up with a number that looked like 46. Okay, so from 250, I took it down to 46, which includes 2 cheesecakes, 1 specialty dessert. And if I were there, if I was in Cheesecake's hands right now, do you want to know what I would be doing? Because of my name, because I'm so well known, because, you know, we already have a great reputation, I would be in everybody's home. Their meals are already created so that people can reheat them. You know, there's sauce on it. It's pretty basic stuff. Even if you had to reheat it, it's still going to taste good the next day. I would turn Cheesecake Factory into a subscription meal today. I would turn each of those restaurants into manufacturers. They're already prepared for it, state-of-the-art kitchens, tons of space. Those buildings are huge. They're gigantic. If it wasn't the Cheesecake Factory, if it didn't have the name already and the backing behind it, 46 items would have been way too many. Get it down to 12. Get it down to 15. So my point by going through all of this with you guys was to say, you know, right now, take your menu and shrink it, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to keep up. I mean, even in catering, each one of my menus that went out had very similar things in common. I never had 900 different ingredients I had to have on hand every single day, ever, because it doesn't make sense. And that, my friends, is why they can't pay their rent. The menu is too large. It's too complex. There's too many options. And even though it's fun to say, oh my gosh, we have 250 different menu items, can you imagine keeping that under control? And they're a scratch kitchen. Now, do they make everything there, or do they have, you know, a commissary that ships? I don't know the answer. From what I can find out, they make everything there. Their appetizers, each one of their appetizers has like 7 different steps. If I was to put myself in their shoes, I counted yesterday and I thought about it and I said, this is 7 different steps. And they limited their menu from 250 down to 205. That was it. That is a mistake. Cheesecake Factory, you're getting my bill after this. That's all I'm saying. Bring me in. If I was to go in for the Cheesecake Factory, you know what I would be doing? I'd be selling whole cheesecakes. I would turn everything into a 6-inch cheesecake ready for a family, and I'd be selling whole cheesecakes to a family all the time. I'd be reaching out. They already have the name. They already have the marketing behind it. They already have all of these things in place. I would be touching every different family out there. We would love to drop off, you know, this week's meals for you. We would love to supply you with that cheesecake. And they're not taking the opportunity. And it's there. It's right in front of them. Easy, too. Everybody knows them already. So why I wanted to bring that up to you guys is because, you know, I've said every single day, this is an opportunity, this is an opportunity, this is an opportunity. And I mean it, it is. What we do is necessary, especially right now. People don't know how they're going to feed their families safely. Take away, you know, financial struggles, you know, push that even to the side. Just take, you know, a family that is still financially stable. They don't want to take their kids to the grocery store. Lots of states are closing grocery stores and they're only going to be open for delivery only. It's a 3-day turnaround to get groceries to your door. This is an opportunity. I'm going to pull something up on my phone because it wasn't going to work. My cousin sent me something yesterday. She said, I think you're going to really like this. It's a place in Michigan. Okay. They have a 1-page list. Now, the restaurant itself, before this happened, was a full-service restaurant, full bar, full everything. They also did catering. They also did private events. And you want to know what they're doing right now? They're selling latex gloves, a combo pack of toilet paper, 4 Kleenex, and 4 paper towel. They're selling 4 different soups / sauces, 2 salads, 1 type of bread, 4 different pastas, 4 different dinner options, 1 type of side, and then they have a grocery section. They have flour, yeast, gluten-free flour, sugar, brown sugar. They're selling it. They have a dairy section, eggs, butter, grated Parmesan. That's it. Those things. Proteins. They have mahi steaks, they have shrimp, they have beef burger patties, they have chicken breast, sliced turkey, sliced ham, and a lamb rack. Okay, then they have a produce basket that they're offering. Okay, it has lettuce, a couple apples, a few bananas, some cherry tomatoes, a couple onions. and they're going to deliver it to people's doorsteps. So they took this huge, gigantic menu that they have already, a full catering menu, and they created this one-page list of essential items. Order from us, and we'll deliver it to your doorstep. Smart. And you know what? I know for a fact, I know the community that surrounds this restaurant. I know the community that buys from them. They're still buying from them. They met their community where they are. That's why Mahi steaks are listed there, because that's what their community wants. They're continuing to meet them where they are. They're smart. They're connected to them. They understand it. It's one page. It's simple to read. It's easy. It's convenient. They just posted that they're coming up with a Easter menu. We'll cater your entire Easter dinner. Smart, guys. If you haven't come up with a menu for Easter yet, now is the time. Do it. Get it out there. Let everybody know. You'll cater the entire thing. You'll drop it off at their doorstep. It's all in reheatable pans. It'll be easy. Moms, you don't have to stress. All you have to do is focus on coloring those eggs. And guess what? We'll supply you with the eggs. We want you to have a wonderful day with your family. Let us take care of it. We'll even throw you in the disposables. Okay? We're going to send you with plates, cutlery, napkins, the whole 9 yards. Smart. So guys, why I'm saying this is because if you have not taken the opportunity to start thinking of everything you can possibly be doing to serve your community, I promise you your competition is already. They are. They're already doing it. So you can sit back, you can hope that this blows over in a few weeks and you can just go back to normal, or you can do something right now, because the opportunity is there. You will generate cash flow. You will be profitable doing this. What you have to offer is a necessity. It used to be a luxury, now it's a necessity. Sorry, my comments aren't coming up, so I was just taking a look at them. Okay, so navigating our next steps. Well, the first thing I think everybody needs to do, what I was just saying, is get into the mindset that you are going to take control of this situation. You are not going to allow it to take control of you. Okay, now every time I've decided I was going to do something, I do it. If I put my mind to something, I do it. But one thing that I always do is I write it down. I write it down because for me, it becomes real. It becomes something that I have to overcome. I have to accomplish. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to say the same thing for you guys. Write down, what are your goals for the next couple weeks, for the next couple months, for the next year, 5 years, 10 years. For me, in 1 year from now, I plan on expanding my team by 500%. I will be a mom within the next year, whether it happens naturally or I adopt. My goals for the next year are to turn Leadership Revolution into a nonprofit. That has always been my next goal. I built my consulting business. Now I want to build a nonprofit as well. And you want to know what I want Leadership Revolution to do? I want it to help us build our next leaders. I'm talking about the younger generations that are going to come up in this world. How do we want them to impact us? What do we need from them? I'm going to be working with kids who need to learn how to interview, who need to know how to be successful in this world. Teach them what credit is. Partner with other industry organizations so that no kid goes hungry. Teach families how to buy healthy meals on a budget. I want to also partner with local animal shelters. Help feed the animals so that they have consistent food every single day so they're not getting sick in there. If any of you have ever rescued an animal, you know what it's like bringing them home. It takes a month to get their systems, back to normal. Those are my goals, and I will make them happen. So what are yours? Again, I'm going to say it. Are you going to sit back and wait for this to blow over, or are you going to take the opportunity that is right in front of you? Me, I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm going to run with it. I'm going to excel at it. I'm going to follow all of my dreams, and I'm going to meet my goals, and I'm going to help, and I'm going to serve along the way. And that's what you can do too. It's not wrong to think of all the different ways that your business can be making money. That's not wrong. That's not selfish. You're providing a service. It takes money to be able to provide that service, right? So thinking like a business owner. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to write it down. I want you to make it happen. I want you to go after it. Please do not give up. This industry needs you. This industry needs you. We needed a makeover. We needed people coming together. We needed people to rise up. We need this, and you can be a part of that. I've said it, I think every single day. I'm going to say it again. One person can make a difference, but an army of leaders can change the world. And I truly, truly, truly believe that. And that's why we're in leadership revolution right now. Because I believe that together we can do this. Okay? Now, finishing going through like how are we navigating our next steps? Well, we talked about marketing. Marketing is so, so, so huge. It really is everything. People can't know that you have a service if they don't know you, right? You can't provide that service if they don't know who you are. If you guys are following along in these worksheets, which I hope you are, but if you only take one or two things away from these worksheets, the last pages on there are resource links. All the different resources that are available to people, small business loans, everything. And then we have an entire marketing checklist for you at the back of it. Okay, my marketing team went through and put this together for you guys. What do you need on your website? What do you need on your social media? How do you communicate effectively with your community? Okay, this is a great tool right here. I hope you take a look at it, because there's tons and tons of information that you probably aren't thinking about. How many posts should you do a week? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Okay, so marketing your business is going to be something, so valuable, and I promise you, if you invest in it, it will pay for itself in dividends. I promise you that. You can't just hope at this point that somebody's going to drive by and say, you got a great looking patio, I want to come in. Because people aren't doing that anymore. So you have to get the word out. You have to get the word out. Okay? If you're looking for a marketing team, we provide marketing services to our clients. Reach out. Let us know if that's something that we can help you with. Okay? You can email me at info@takingthewheelconsulting.com. You can message me privately, whatever it is. I have a marketing team for a reason, and I truly believe you're going to need some sort of marketing team behind you. It doesn't have to be a huge one. It can be small, as long as they understand your brand and can help get the word out for you. Even if it is, I said this a couple days ago, even if it is just one of your servers who's highly connected in the community. I mean, Kelly Culbertson, who won the other day, she won the Leadership Revolution book. She knows everybody and everybody in the industry, all over the place. Okay, so there's always somebody who is socially connected with the community you need to be connecting with. Okay, so we talked about marketing. Okay. Now, the next thing, I really want to kind of talk about and stress is that I've said this before, I would be nothing without my teams. Even, when I was executive chef, the only reason I was any good at it was because I had amazing teams that stood by me. So think about this for a second. Where it was quite difficult before to find every type of team member you needed, most of them just lost their jobs. There are rock stars out there hungry for a new project. Recruiting, okay? Like I said, your competition is already one step ahead of you. They're already doing the subscription meals. They're already doing the groceries. They're already hitting, social media hard. They're doing it. You have to be able to keep up with that. And what are you going to need to keep up with that? Teams that can stand behind you, teams that can make your vision a reality. So recruiting is going to be so huge right now. Even if you're in a position where you can't necessarily hire today or next week or in a month from now, starting the process of who do you need to recruit? What do you need to have down on paper? Job descriptions. We talked about before, our struggles before all of this happened. What were we experiencing, right? It was hard. It was tough. It was long days. It was long hours. We were just trying to get through the day. This was before this even happened. Now's your opportunity to create the job description for that team member so that your business is covered, line item by line item. Attendance is an essential, part of this job. Must be able to, lift this many pounds. Chefs, you must be able to, have a 24% food cost or a 22% food cost or whatever it is that you're trying to land on. Our labor goals are here. You must be able to handle inventory management. All of the things, right? Because those rock stars, those experts, they're out there and they're ready. So you need to be, prepared for when you do pick up the phone, you call them for an interview. What are your expectations from them? Start interviewing now. I know so many people that are interviewing and they're just saying, hey, I'd love to bring you on board. We need to wait a few weeks until we can kind of get our new business model put together and things like that. But I would love to have you on board with us. Stay in communication with them. Hey, how are you doing? Even in the summer when we would close down the catering company, right? We basically had, nobody in there except for, salaried employees and maybe, a couple prep cooks. But I would start hiring in July for September. I would start interviewing. I would start talking to people. I would start forming relationships. And I would stay in contact with them throughout the next couple of months. Just to let you know, we're not hiring until September, but I would love to have you on board. And this is the type of opportunity I can offer for you. This is the pay. This is the benefits that we have. So even though you don't have anything right now, or you're making all of your changes, right? And we're reworking our business, and it's just going to take a little bit to get there. Being ready is going to be huge for that, thinking about what platforms you want to be letting people know you're hiring on. Creating that ad, even if you're not sending it out quite yet, creating that ad. Being ahead of the game, all right? Because I promise you, your competition is. Now, speaking of your team members, I'm going to say a couple things that are just really important to me. A lot of our industry folks got laid off. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into this industry for years and years and years. They neglected themselves. They sacrificed time with their family members. They didn't go on that vacation because it was just too busy. They were the first person to show up when somebody called in sick. They gave everything they had to this industry, and then this industry just chewed them up and spit them out. They said, thank you for everything you've done, but you're now laid off. And I get it. Trust me. As a business owner, you have to do what you have to do. And everybody is in the same boat. My husband's in the same boat. He gave everything to the company that he worked for, and then walked in and lost his job. So why I'm trying to say that is that when people are looking to go back into the workplace, what's going to separate you and what's going to allow you to have the experts who want to come work for your facility is making sure that you have benefits to offer them, because they're scared. They don't want to be in another situation again where they just came from. So what are your benefits going to be? Healthcare, 401k, stock options. What pay structures are you going to be able to provide? Now, I know everything's changing on a daily basis, but these are the types of things that, if you want experts, you got to pay for an expert. That's how that goes. And I promise you that investing in your teams, just like investing in your marketing, it does pay for itself time and time and time again. My teams would have worked for free half the time because they knew how much we cared about them, right? So letting them know that you're just as much invested in them as you're expecting them to be in you is so huge. Because people are going to come back from this terrified. Should I go back into this industry? This industry got hit the hardest first, and we went down first. How strong is this industry? So you need to be prepared to let them know just how strong you are, just how strong this industry is, so that you can build the teams that can make your vision a reality. Okay? My dog's officially snoring. All right. So, going back to, creating your expectations for your team, there's nothing wrong with that. I always had very high expectations for my team. They knew exactly what I wanted from them. Right now, as you're planning that team that you need to be building, you're planning your next steps, you're preparing for, the shift in your business, you're pivoting, getting everything down on paper, creating your systems. That's what I recommend you start doing right now. Your SOPs, food handling procedures, opening and closing procedures. How many times were we just like, yeah, we'll just manage it ourselves. I'll just stay till close because it's easier if I just tell everybody what they need to be doing at every single moment of the day than it is for me to just write something down on paper and hold them accountable for it. Right? I'm guilty. I've done it. I've been there. Okay, so navigating your next steps is all about preparing yourself for what is to come. What's next? Well, we're going to create a new menu that is going to market to the people that need us the most, right? It's going to be cost effective because that's the community around me. That's what they need right now. It's going to be easy. It's going to be convenient. It's going to be delicious. We're going to offer all of these other services. I'm going to have experts surrounding me. I'm going to have systems that work. I'm going to have equipment that works too. Right now, just to let you guys know, a lot of restaurants they completely closed their doors, and they're selling all of their equipment. They're not coming back from this, right? Now's an opportunity. If you can invest in some equipment, I would do that, because if they're selling it for nothing. I'm in all of these Facebook groups that are like selling, 40-quart mixers, 3-compartment sinks, 6 foot, 8 foot stainless steel tables for like nothing. So if it was time for you to kind of, invest in some newer equipment so that you can make your vision a reality, so that your teams can execute this, now's the time. People are like giving it away. Sheet trays, speed racks. I mean, you name it, it's available. Okay, so equipment, huge. Let's assume that in a few months we have an opportunity to open our doors. We don't know what that looks like yet. Is it going to be limited to how many people can be in our dining establishments? Yeah, probably. But how about maybe right now we can take a look at, fixing that table that was wobbly, right? That was never a fun experience. How many of you have ever gone out to eat and you're sitting at the table and your food's sliding all over the place, and every time you move the table's shifting, right? Taking the opportunity to just pay attention to those small things that are going to make a difference, because right now you have one opportunity. If they're new and they're coming to you for the first time, you have one opportunity to really bring them in, show them what you got, be the professional, be the one-stop shop that they need. So little things like that are going to be something that's going to turn somebody off, and they're going to be like, nah, never mind. Never mind. I mean, it just happened the other night for us. We decided we were going to try out a new place. They delivered it at my neighbor's house. My neighbor went outside running and said, hey, wait. You're delivering this to the wrong house. They were going to keep driving off. The guy said, it's not my problem. And she said, but this is the wrong house. It doesn't belong here. Then they delivered it to, she brought it over to me and said, I think this is for you. And I said, thank you. And then we opened it up, and out of the few things that we ordered, 3 of them were wrong. And I called back the next day to talk to them, and they said, sorry, it's not my problem. You think I'll ever go back there again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? I think the biggest and most important thing we can be doing in navigating our next steps is deciding if we're going to take action or we're going to stand still. If every single time something was hard or excruciating or painful or terrible, if every single time I had those experiences, I let it stop me from achieving my goals, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't. Getting in the mindset of, I'm going to take control of this situation. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to come back better than ever. I'm going to be that one-stop shop that my community needs. I'm going to do that. Getting in that place where you're saying, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on this industry. I love this industry, and we can do this. And if you need somebody to remind you of that, I'm your girl. Okay? I know that it feels like this industry takes, but it doesn't. It gives so much as long as you know how to navigate it. I am where I am right now because of this industry, because of all of my experiences, because of all of the hard, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. I am where I am because of all of that. So getting in that mindset, saying, I'm going to take action. What are my goals for the next year? What am I going to accomplish in the next couple weeks, in the next couple months? And then how am I going to get there? Who am I going to be partnering with? Asking for help. When I decided I was going to start building this consulting business, a while back, I made tons of mistakes along the way. I wasted tons of money, but I learned. what worked, what didn't. And I asked for help. That's how I was able to overcome that. I built a bridge and I walked over it. I asked for help. Hey, can you help me with this? I took advice from people who knew more than I did. I reached out for help. I hired experts and I asked questions. Why are you doing it this way? What is the point of this? Why would you do this versus that? So that I can learn too. I said it to you guys yesterday, I think. Now's the opportunity to get really intimate in your business. Be the chef, be the delivery driver, be the dishwasher, be the person answering the phones, so that when you come back, you know how to manage every single one of your departments. Now, you don't have to be the expert at it, but you do have to know a little bit about all of it. Okay, and that's the same thing here. I'm not a marketing expert. I'm not a tech expert by any means. I hire experts who can teach me how to learn it, how to grow, how to take that knowledge and apply it. Yesterday, I figured out all on my own how to hook up Zoom and Facebook, and I figured it out. I would have never even attempted to do that a few years ago. I would have been like, oh, nope, not happening. But it's because I've asked for help along the way. I've worked with so many different, experts in so many different areas that I felt confident that I had learned enough to figure it out. They had prepped me to be able to do that. They supported me. Now, if something big comes along, I'm still going to them. Trust me. Okay. I know just enough to get by, and I'm going to continue to learn as much as I possibly can, right? But that's what I'm saying to you right now. Who are you asking for help from? Who are you partnering with? How are you going to make this dream a reality? How are you going to go from crisis to cash flow? Who's going to support you? Are you ready to take that step? Are you ready to ask for help? Are you ready to partner with experts so that you can do this, and you can do this quickly? Because we all know we don't have a lot of time on our hands, right? We need to make decisions. We need to do it right now. I mean, that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, I need to turn this business into something, and I need to be able to do it very, very quickly. I need to hire you. I need to hire you. I need to hire you. Okay, together we can do that. Who are you partnering with? I want your business to be successful. We want to help you with your brand. We want to help create systems that work. I want you to have multiple income strands so that no matter what comes our way, no matter what future is in front of us, we always have options, right? I want you to be the caterer. I want you to be the subscription service. I want you to be the grocer. I want you to be the restaurant. I want you to be the bar. I want you to be all of it. Sell apparel, small equipment, right? Everything. So that no matter what happens coming up, you always have something that's making sure that your bottom line is here. And I want to help you with that. My teams want to help you with that. So I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you to book a call with me. My team and I are ready to get our hands dirty. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get to work and turn your business around today. But you have to be ready. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to make that change? Or are you just going to sit and hope that this blows over? We know it needed help before this even happened. We know things were not perfect, right? Expectations were being lowered all over the place. How many times were you going out to eat and you were just kind of like, eh, and the service was eh? We want to help you make your business the best business it can possibly be. So I'm inviting you to get on the call with me. Let's dive in. Let's dissect every little bit of it. Let's build that foundation. Let's secure you for your future. This industry is tough, but it certainly does not have to take over your life. And you don't have to be in a position where you are right now, where you're wondering, how am I going to survive this? Are my doors going to even be able to be open again? I can't just live on, a few delivery orders a day. It's just not working. It's not enough. There are solutions, I promise you. Ask for help. Book a call with me. Okay? Now, before we go into the winners from yesterday's giveaway, okay, and today's giveaway, I want to let you guys know that I can't see any of the comments from today because whatever happened with the Zoom is not allowing me to see these comments, okay? And I know that I have been giving you guys so much information, and I've been trying to keep it in an hour. I know you guys don't have a lot of time, so I've been really trying to compact a ton of stuff in a short amount of time. So what we're doing as a gift is I'm gonna do another bonus session tomorrow. Okay, we're going to do another session tomorrow, same time, same place, and it's just going to be Q&A. Okay, you can get on here, you can ask me questions. I'm going to answer them to the best of my abilities. If I can't answer right away, I will find you the answer. I promise you that. Okay, I really want the opportunity to engage more with you guys on a one-on-one. Okay, so we're so excited. It's going to be the same time, so 10 a.m. tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Going to be Q&A for a full hour. Ask me anything. I'll do my very best to guide you in the right direction, which I know I'll be able to. Okay. My teams will be in here too. Okay. So they'll be available to answer if I can't. Okay, and I'm really excited. I realized, over the last few days, it's just been so hard to answer. I've been trying to go back. I know we're trying to keep up, but with all the content, so we're just going to open it up for a Q&A tomorrow. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys can join me. If you can't, and you have a question that you want me to answer, just email me. info@takingthewheelconsulting.com. Okay, I'll answer in tomorrow's live. You can go back, you can listen to it. I'll direct it to you. I'll say, hey, Molly, this question came from you. This is my answer to you. You can go back and listen to it later. Okay, so I hope you guys can all be there. Start thinking about your questions now. I really want to support you in this. My team and I really want to support you in this because I so believe that this is an opportunity. I know it is the biggest opportunity. I promise you, if I owned a restaurant right now, if I owned a bakery or a bar or a catering company, I would be selling everything, okay? If I was the Cheesecake Factory right now, I would turn into the manufacturer. I'd be everywhere. I'd be like having a whole, manufacturing center where they can just go on and order and we'll deliver it. And I would be doing so many things. I'd be the grocer. I'd be everything. And you guys can be too. And I would love the opportunity to help you with that. Okay. So yesterday's winner. Okay, this is, we kind of changed a couple things because there was somebody in particular that I started talking with, when we first started advertising that, we were going to be doing this 4-day workshop, and her name is Megan Cole, my soul food friend. Okay, she's getting ready to open up her restaurant in the next few months. And I really, truly, I sat there and I thought about it and I said, who could really use, a graphic design and $50 towards a Facebook ad? And I said, you know who it is? It's my girl, Megan. So Megan, you are the winner from yesterday. I'm going to reach out to you in case you're not here today. but I'm really excited for you. You know, I can tell that you have nothing but heart and compassion and dedication, and you're so right. You're going to come out stronger. Okay. So that was the winner from yesterday. And then for the gift that I'm doing today, the giveaways that I'm doing today, what I'm doing is going to be, this is going to be for 2 winners. Okay. This is going to be for a 1-hour coaching session with me. Okay. And what we're going to be doing in that session is we are going to be making sure that your mindset is right. Okay. We're going to have a breakthrough session. We're going to talk about all the things that you can be doing specific to your business right now. And I'm doing that for free. I have 2 1-hour sessions available. Okay. But how you're going to be eligible to win this giveaway is you have to email me at info@takingthewheelconsulting.com. I'm looking to have people on these calls that are ready to take action, that are motivated to move forward, who are passionate about their business, and they understand that there's endless amounts of possibilities. They just need a little help getting there. Those are the types of people I want in those coaching calls, okay? Because that's where I'm at right now. I'm ready to really help offer opportunity. And so it'll be a 1-hour session. We'll book it according to when our schedules work together. But you know, this is huge. This is something that I would do for people who enter my program only. Okay, and I'm giving them away for free. Okay, because I understand where you guys are at right now, which brings me to, you know, my last and final point. Okay, I have a very highly discounted program available to you. Okay, I've talked all week long about how you need to be able to meet your market where they are, and nobody understands it more than me. So I took a look at everything I could do with my current program and how could I make it so that people could come on, we could be able to work together, right? And it'd be something affordable for all of you guys. Okay, so if you're interested in that, again, I'm going to have you email me at info@takingthewheelconsulting.com. We'll get on the call. We'll discuss whether or not we would be a good fit to work together. Okay, I can talk to you about the different marketing packages that come along with my program, and we'll create a game plan. We'll take you from where you are right now to thriving. I promise. This is an opportunity, guys, with or without me in it. Okay, I mean that. Please take this opportunity. This has been such an honor to be with you guys for the last couple of days. I can't even stress it enough. I don't know if you guys know, but like getting on camera still makes me nervous. Speaking in public still makes me nervous. I felt like forever the only time that I felt comfortable, you know, engaging in large crowds and talking in front of people is when I had, you know, my knife and my chef jacket on. So I've been so blessed to have this experience with you guys. I hope that we were able to help you along the way. I hope we were able to give you guys some really good ideas and help, you know, navigate some next steps for you. And again, join me tomorrow. If you weren't able to catch all of the sessions all week long, that's where we'll be able to come together. We'll be able to talk one-on-one about your specific situation. You know, I tried to make sure that I was, you know, offering solutions for all different types of businesses, but obviously that's hard in an hour. So if you have something specific you want to talk about, tomorrow's the day. Okay, we're doing the bonus Q&A for an hour tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time right here in Leadership Revolution. I hope to see you there tomorrow. And again, I just want to say thank you for joining me these last 4 days. This has been wonderful. I'm so looking forward to the next workshop that we're going to be doing. Give me some ideas. What else are you guys struggling with? Let me know. What should the next workshop be around? You know, what specifics are you guys having a hard time with right now and I didn't cover in this workshop? let me know. We'll start planning our next one. Okay? Thank you so much. Cheers.